Hi everyone, if you're wondering what kind of energy you should expect for the new moon, which is actually just in a few minutes, you've come to the right place. My name is Seth. I run Comingouttarot.com. You can always find out more about me over there. But while we're here to talk about the new moon and what kind of energy flows through it. There's a lot of talk about the new moon, or about the full moon. We know all the crazies come out in the full moon and things get a little weird and energy's always in flux, but same thing, at least energy being in flux, happens during the new moon. And for me, it's also the time that I am most psychically in tune. Hi folks who joined. Hey Liz. So we're going to pull some cards for each sign for the new moon, just to give a quick snapshot of where things are. Where's my... Hang on. Almost ready. All right. What kind of energy and messages do we need to be aware of for each sign for the new moon? Ooh, I don't even need to cut that. Okay. All right. Let's see overall what's going on here. Biggest energy sitting in Aries and Cancer and Libra. Aries, Cancer, and Libra. In Aries, Cancer, and Libra, we've got three majors. We've got the Hierophant, the Magician, and the Devil. Interesting to me that in our first line, which is the Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, that we've got two of the majors in the first line, and in the second line, we've got the Devil in that Libra space. And we're only making it through. It's interesting. It's in each of the quarters. It's at the beginning of each quarter of the zodiac. So I think that's kind of fascinating. And interesting that we've got for Cancer, as it begins that second quarter, that we've got the Magician, which is one, and in the beginning. So overall, like lessons coming in for the new moon, we're kind of going backwards to go forwards, which means as we work with the leaders and mentors in our lives, we're probably going to find a new way to begin again. And it's just quite possible that we might get a little too focused on what it is we're trying to accomplish and miss what else is going on around us. In particular, for those leaders that are around us, we might find that they're helping to, as they help to create our reality and what it is that we'd like to have around us, more than likely the dichotomy between taking control and letting go is going to be a significant challenge, probably very confusing during this time, during this new moon. It could also very well cause some feelings to be a little bit snarky, maybe not be as comfortable as you'd like to be. You might feel like you're getting away with some things, and probably trying to get away with something instead of really landing between both of those experiences of making your own way and knowing you have to give up something to do that, which isn't always easy for people to do. We like to have it all. Later in that lesson, where we start to move forward after we move on from this mentorship, this is a little tough because what we're trying to do is take out of the emotional state, trying to move into the intellectual state where we can actually make some decisions and choices about how to move forward instead of emotionally making those decisions. That's a little bit tough. It's especially tough when we're riding an emotional wave, and that emotional wave is not altogether normal for a new moon. So there's a lot of energy at the beginning of this new moon that it has an emotional state. We're going to get a lot more practical, though, in getting things done after we get past this stage of making a decision about what is our stake in the ground and how do we move forward. I think the challenge is going to come as this new moon starts to wane. That energy is going to be moving in directions that we feel like we can't control, and it's probably going to be a little rough, especially in our how we view what we're doing, how we think about what we're doing and what we're trying to achieve. I'll get into each sign here in a second, but I think it's going to feel like you may have made some poor choices and now you're just not making it into the dream world that you'd like to be in. And there's really not a lot to do about that because I'm not pulling any action cards right now, but things are going to be a little rough as this moon starts to wane. Okay. Wax. As it starts to wax. We're moving into a waxing stage. Stuck on my full moon stuff. All right, let's move into each sign. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed already, do subscribe, and thanks for watching this on the replay. If this is helpful, hit that thumbs up button so that I know it's helpful to you and it'll get it in front of other people. I'll remind you again at the end. I just want to make sure that I throw it out there and share it with your friends if you think that they'd take advantage of this message as well. All right, Aries. So Aries, you've got the Hermit sitting in your corner up here. We're gonna get you out of your brain, Aries, and start you moving forward. I think right now you have the opportunity to learn from people who've been where you'd like to be, and you have the ability to pass on knowledge at the same time to those who are coming up. So don't take your position lightly in that you have access to both of these types of people. Your responsibility is to both of them. Allow that knowledge to be passed and challenge those ideas, and pass on knowledge and allow your ideas to be challenged. It's going to take you into new, amazing places that you get to put into practice that you may not have thought about putting into practice before. Taurus. Complete opposite of Aries. We're getting into some emotional space. What is it that you're willing to let go of, sacrifice, allow to move on its way so that you can be available and giving to those in your life who need it most? What you may find is that there's a lot of people presently who need your support, not those who have needed it in the past. So there are people who are near and around you right now who are going to need some support from you, some emotional stability. And that may not be super easy, Taurus, but I think you can draw on some of your own spiritual nature to get there to support them. Gemini. Gemini is in love during this new moon, or at least realizing that they're in love. Something has come in front of you and you're like, oh my God, I never knew, and now I know, and what do I do about it? That feeling of being in love, it always feels good. It is exhilarating and scary all at the same time. The shadow side of that is the surprise, I think. Like, oh shit, now what? But the positive side is that it's there and it's happening. So Gemini, this feels really exciting during this new moon. I'm looking forward to hearing how that goes. Cancer, you have got, I think I forgot to show you the card, Gemini. You've got the Son of Cups. Cancer, you're sitting in here with Mercury, our resident magician, Everything is possible for you at this new moon. This is an incredible time for you to move out of your sensitive emotional self and get up here in your brain and start thinking about how can I activate the things I want to activate, because you have all the tools you need and all the power you have to move yourself forward. Get moving, Cancer. Now's the time. It's going to feel pretty awesome. All right, Leo, in front of you for this new moon is Kali. Kali is the creator and the destroyer, and just like you, Leo, she's the master of her domain. So now is the time to feel your oats, not just in a personal or in what may be your realm that you can see in front of you, but allow your realm to expand. You're no longer just a king, you're moving into the queen of the universe type of space. So hold your scepter high, take it on, and be ready to lead others to where to the universe that you're creating, which is even more amazing than just like leading people somewhere. You're making shit happen, Leo. All right. Moving into Virgo. Virgo, things are a little tough during this new moon for you with this Seven of Swords. You're going to get a little snarky, a little snippy. It's entirely possible that things just aren't working out the way you want, and your brain's trying to make sense of it all. Well, you can't always make sense of it all. You probably ran away a little bit too early in the month from understanding everything you needed to understand, and now that you've stepped away, now it's just all kind of like, what's going on? I don't understand. And that makes you feel like other people are seeing you not at your best, and that makes you a little snarky. So watch out during this new moon about how you communicate. Libra, I was saying earlier, Libra, you've got the devil sitting in your corner. Libra, you're probably going to feel like 100% totally freaking amazing during this new moon. But where's your balance? You're probably pushing things a little too far. You're going to I'll bet you make some mistakes you don't expect, because this isn't the true you. It's out of balance, and I would challenge you to think about how far you're going and whether or not it's the best choice for you to make. Now we're going to move into Scorpio. Scorpio, your card is the Five of Swords. Scorpio, this is a little bit, you do feel amazing, incredible. Watch out though, because you might get like sucked into this amazing vortex and miss some of the stuff that's going on that you need to pay attention to. Allow yourself to enjoy this stuff, but balance it out with what you need to take care of, because you're probably gonna, let's just get real honest. We'll come back over here to Scorpio in a second. Libra, you're probably going to get laid, and you're going to, like, there's probably going to be some awesome sex during this new moon, and on top of it, you feel amazing. So just be careful that you balance that out with other things that need to get done. You can't stay in bed all day. You can't stay in bed all day getting laid. You have to get out and get some shit done. All right, now let's move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, because there's some great sex energy going on there. I just have to say it. Scorpio, this Five of Swords, you're swimming upstream right now, Scorpio. Things were a little rough. The plans that you had in place probably aren't working out the way you wanted them to. Keep your eye on the prize, though. It's still there. You're just working through a bunch of crap. What you're doing, Scorpio, is ultimately learning some lessons, and it stings when those lessons come your way instead of you giving them to somebody else. But sometimes you got to take what you can give. So let the lessons come, hear what they are, take them in, and be ready to move forward. All right, Sagittarius, in your corner, we have got the Two of Swords. Time to step back a little, Sag. This is a time for listening and taking things in. You'll notice that my cadence slowed down. It's time to slow down, let the air out, breathe, focus. You are closer to your goal than Scorpio is. It's kind of right there, but it's more dreamy dream. Like you know it's there, but you're not really doing anything about it right now. That's okay. Relax, you're still on your way. Where Scorpio is like fighting to get there, and there's a lot of lessons going on for Scorpio. You don't need any lessons right now. You just need to keep your eye on the prize, relax a little bit, because you've probably been pushing a little hard. All right. Capricorn, moving into the old man here, the Father of Stones. Capricorn, to have the Father of Stones in this space, step it back, pull it back. You got what you need. You are a silent but deadly leader. That's probably the wrong term. What I mean is, you know how to get things done in the background, and it's okay to work around in the background and kind of be a master puppeteer in order to get things going in the direction that you'd like them to go. Moving on to Aquarius. Aquarius, got the Seven of Cups. Day to day is gonna be a little confusing, Aquarius. You're gonna feel like people are lying to you, like things just aren't right. You're not quite sure if you're making the right choices. It's gonna be a little uncomfortable during this new moon for you, Aquarius, but that's okay. If there's somebody who can roll with the punches, it is you. So keep going. You're gonna be okay. Just keep your guard up and your antenna on. And finally, Pisces, you've got the Son of Stones here balancing out the Father of Stones. Pisces, I think this is a spiritual time for you. You may be experiencing a significant connection with spirit, with energy, with God, however you see that thing that requires faith. You may find that it is like direct connection during this new moon. It's kind of like Thor's hammer receiving lightning from the heavens. You're like getting messages and intuition is on point. You're like clicking. So Pisces, this is an amazing time for you. I also think that this is an amazing time of creation for you too. You might be finding that inspiration is causing you or inspiring you to create. All right, everyone, this is your new moon reading for January 2019. I hope this is helpful. If it is, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if you're watching this on the replay. Hit subscribe if you haven't already so we can keep track of each other. And if you haven't checked out January's readings, you're welcome, Liz. Check them out in the one in the forecast, so you'll get a daily forecast Monday through Friday. And I've already done health, wealth, and relationship readings for every sign for January. This is just a supplement to those where you can find out more about what's going on in your body, with your money, and in your relationships with your husband, boyfriend, partner, whatever. Thanks, everybody. I'd love to hear how your month is going and what's going on in your new moon. So leave me some comments below. See y'all later.